I have used the American Express Platinum and Gold cards to travel all over the world for free. But with a combined annual fee of nearly $1,000, I hear the question all the time, which one is better, the Amex Platinum or Gold card? Alright, I have talked circles around both of these products, so while I really want to focus on comparing them in today's video, I have done detailed recent reviews on each of them that I'll link to down in the description. But I have a pretty easy trick that I have found to figure out which one is right for you. So first up is the less expensive American Express Gold card, which comes in at $250 per year, offering a sign-up bonus of around 60 to 90,000 points if you meet the minimum spending requirement, which is usually $4,000 in the first 6 months. The Gold card gives you 4 points per dollar at restaurants worldwide, including takeout and delivery services, the same 4 points per dollar at grocery stores on up to $25,000 in purchases each year, 3 points on flights booked through American Express or directly through the airline, and 1 point on everything else. It also gives you a $120 dining credit at select locations like Cheesecake Factory and Shake Shack, and an additional $120 Uber cash credit for ridesharing or Uber Eats. Don't want to spend too much time on the specifics of these products because we've talked about them at length in other videos, but the Platinum card comes in at a whopping $695 per year, with a sign-up bonus anywhere from 80,000 points going as high as 125,000 points if you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. But again, those offers are constantly changing, so I'll leave some links down in the description where you can learn about the latest sign-up offers. For such a crazy high annual fee, the Platinum card gives you pretty pathetic point multipliers, with 5 points per dollar on flights and hotels booked through American Express, and 1 point on everything else, and that's it. But the place where the Platinum card really stands out is the credits, including things like a $240 digital entertainment credit, a $155 Walmart Plus credit, $200 in Uber Cash, a free Clear membership and TSA PreCheck, and a bunch of other stuff. In total, you're looking at over $1,500 in value just from the various credits, but justifying that high annual fee is not quite that simple, as we'll talk about later. But the main reason most people get this product, myself included, is the airport lounge access, which includes not only the 1,400 Priority Pass lounges, but also Centurion lounges, the Delta Sky Club lounges, and several other networks, meaning no matter what airport you are flying through, chances are there's probably a lounge that this card can get you into. And for anyone that has never been in an airport lounge, this usually includes a fairly quiet place to relax or get some work done compared to the regular airport terminal, and complimentary food and drinks that range anywhere from edible free food to pretty high-end fine dining, again, all for free. Alright, so that's the quick crash course on each of these products, but we are here to determine which one is best for you. And naturally, that's going to look different for everyone. As I alluded to earlier, despite its lower annual fee, the Gold card is significantly better on the spending multiplier side of things, and it's one of the best products across the board when it comes to dining. Remember that it gives you 4 points per dollar on dining around the world, and if you book a first-class flight with those points, like Delta One for example, then you could realistically get 5 cents per point, meaning the Gold card gives you the equivalent of 20% cash back in that specific scenario, not to mention all of the other spending multipliers as well. Now, the 5 points per dollar on flights and hotels with the Platinum card is nice, and depending on what sign-up offer you get, they sometimes offer additional multipliers for the first few months. But outside of travel, the spending multipliers absolutely suck on the Platinum card, and I find that I almost never actually use my Platinum card beyond the credits and airport lounge access. Even when it comes to actually booking travel, which is where it excels on the point multiplier side of things, I personally haven't paid out of pocket for a flight in years because I always pay with points, meaning the Platinum card isn't even helpful on that front either. So when it comes to strictly spending multipliers, obviously the Gold card is the better option for 95% of users, but the Platinum card clearly offers significantly more in the way of credits and travel perks, but not all credits are created equal. Again, I talked about this at length in my recent Platinum card reviews, so go ahead and check that out if you want to see a full breakdown of all of the credits credits, but you really need to look at the full list of credits and figure out which ones are actually going to replace things that you're already purchasing and which ones are honestly completely useless. I don't shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, nor do I spend hundreds of dollars per month on an Equinox membership, so those credits are useless for me. But obviously, that's going to look very different for everyone. The Gold Card, on the other hand, offers 2 basic credits totaling $240 in value that both are pretty easy to use for your average customer. Even if you don't use the Uber ride-sharing platform very often, you can order food for pickup through the Uber Eats app, meaning you don't have to pay any kind of delivery fee, and basically you just get to use those credits towards a free meal. So I found that $120 is really easy to use, and while the $120 dining credit is for select locations, I don't know about you, but I'm a sucker for Cheesecake Factory, so again, in my case, not that difficult to use either. And with a $250 annual fee, those 2 credits alone almost pay for this card themselves. So in the credits category, it's hard to say that one is definitively better than the other. And while the Platinum card obviously offers way more credits, totaling almost $1,500 in value, it's also nearly triple the price, so you really have to go through those credits and do some quick napkin math to see how much value each of them is going to add based on your spending habits. Alright, so far things are pretty equal and honestly dependent upon each individual case. But the last category I want to compare is the general travel benefits, since both of these are technically travel credit cards. Now, it's no secret that the Platinum card is way more travel focused, considering it gives you airport lounge access and a bunch of other travel related perks. And while the Gold card isn't going to get you into airport lounges or give you a free Clear and TSA pre-check membership, it does give you points and therefore is technically a travel credit card in my eyes. So neither product has foreign transaction fees, both give you access to the American Express hotel collection, both let you call the globalist hotline, although I will say from firsthand experience that Platinum card members definitely get routed to a less frustrating call center. Both of them offer some form of car rental, loss, and damage insurance, although the Platinum card's coverage is a bit more comprehensive, and the Platinum card also gives you things like trip delay and cancellation coverage, along with automatic loyalty program upgrades on Marriott Bonvoy and Hilton honors. I get that all of this is a lot of information to take in, and at this point, you probably just want me to tell you which one is better for you. And while it's not always quite that simple, there is a pretty simple trick that I have found for the average user. If you travel at least 1 time per month, then the lounge access alone means that the Platinum card is probably going to be the better choice for you, not to mention the other travel benefits that we talked about earlier in the video. If you don't travel at all, then the Platinum card is a complete waste of money, and the Gold card is definitely the better option. And for those of you that probably fall somewhere between those two extremes, it's really going to come down to the credits that you are able to use. If the total value that the card gives you is higher than the annual fee, then obviously either of them would actually be a great choice. Which actually brings us back to where we started this video, in that you might want to consider having both cards. I know that $1,000 a year for credit cards probably seems ridiculous, but if you really want the best of both worlds, then you honestly need both cards. And again, if you're able to get a net benefit out of them, then there's really no harm in that. By having both, you're able to rake in points using the Gold card for dining and groceries, but also get the premium travel perks through the Platinum card with airport lounge access, all kinds of insurance when you travel, giving you immense peace of mind, and the upgraded loyalty status on Hilton Honors, Marriott Bonvoy, and a few car rental programs as well. I recognize that as someone who reviews credit cards for a living, I'm a bit of an anomaly, but I truly do think that a multi-card setup like this is the best way to maximize the benefits that you are getting. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you go and apply for both of these at the same time, just for the sake of spreading out the spending requirement for the sign-up bonuses, but getting both is definitely at least worth considering. And if you want to go really crazy, you could also throw in something like the Blue Business Plus card and complete the ultimate American Express trifecta. but that's a topic for a whole nother video. So if you are a frequent traveler, get the Platinum card. If you don't travel that often and you're more worried about getting points on spending, then you want to get the Gold card. And if you can justify the annual fees for both of them and want the ultimate combination, then having both products is really your best bet, giving you the best of both worlds. I'll leave links to my full reviews on both of these products down in the description below, along with some links where you can learn more and check out the most up-to-date sign-up offers. Let me know what you think of these two products down in the comment section, and as always, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.